Hey nerds, welcome to Questline Episode 4. My name is Mousepat.
And I'm Wade Wilson.
Hey Wade, what happened to your pants?
Pants? We don't need no stinking pants, man.
Alright guys, on this episode we're going to go through what's going on in the Facebook feed. We actually have no fan art this week. Yeah, kind of dropped on that one. We're going to go over the movie of the week, the video game releases. We're going to hit our Discuss This panel. And so let's go ahead and get this started. What happened to Facebook this week?
Well, as you know, today is Tuesday, and that means that it is time for point and click.
Yeah, point and click. That's with me. Alright guys, this week on Point and Click, I went over the Magic 2014 Duel of the Planeswalkers game. This is mostly just a console game, which is kind of weird for me. I don't usually do these. But I wanted to touch on this one because it's one of it's connected with my favorite game to play outside of any video game, and that is Magic the Gathering. I'm huge on this game, and it was actually just really cool to see a video game version of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, Monday is today, the day that we're filming. We don't know as of yet what the Treasure Hunter log is going to be by Nathan Drake, so we're going to leave that as we don't know. But I'm sure it's going to be good. He had talked to him earlier. He said he had a couple of ideas in his head. He just didn't know which one he was going to do. So definitely check it out. It's going to be in the notes section. Sunday was Lady Pirate Larry's inaugural episode of the Weekly Booty. She's going over her first crown art. What?
I still can't get over the Weekly Booty.
She's a pirate. Anyway, she went over her first attempt at crown art. It was really, really cool to see, basically how she got started in her trials and errors. And obviously she's gotten way, way better, since then. Saturday, we didn't have anything. We're not going to have anything in that day for a while. Claptrap is no longer with us. He's left us, and we're going to miss him dearly. His Claptrap's corner was really a very entertaining segment. But personal issues have gotten in the way, and, we're going to leave it at that. Friday was Fashion Fandom Friday with District 12 Divergence. She went over Game of Thrones, considering Sunday was the first episode in the new season of Game of Thrones. Very, very cool to see her Arya Stark, and she actually branched out and brought us some male cosplay, which was really cool. Thursday was Buffy and Angela's co-hosted post. It was Buffy's turn, and she went over why Buffy is considered a nerd show. Basically, Joss Whedon. That right there, that says enough.
You don't need to say any more about that. It's Joss Whedon.
Yeah. Wednesday was Deadpool's Domain. I did Where Has the Nerd Stereotype Gone? Basically, there is no nerd stereotype anymore, and that's basically what I went over. That it's gotten to the point where being a nerd is accepted in the modern world. I also did a special yesterday over WrestleMania 30. I broke down my predictions, and they were pretty much on point, except for the one with the Undertaker losing his streak.
Yeah,
that was a shocker, man. I think our house was as quiet as the whole freaking arena when that happened.
Yeah,
I was kind of excited though. I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan. Anyway, so that was what happened on Facebook this week.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on. We're gonna skip over the fan art because, like I said, we don't have any this week. So let's go right into the movie of the week. The nerdy movie this week, we're going to do the Hobbit films. And we're going to do this as, just the two that we know of right now. And we're going to go into the third one and what's speculated about it. Reason why we chose The Hobbit is because Desolation of Smaug does come out the day that this is being released. So, yeah. We get to share a release date with The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. Yeah. Well, first off, we want to talk about why it's a nerdy movie. Fantasy, dragons, magic, trolls. Basically it.
Yeah.
It's a nerdy movie. It's a straight up fantasy realm. It's all based on the book by J.R.R. Tolkien. And, it was a prequel to Lord of the Rings. And the fact that, this one book is being separated into 3 different films is definitely a good idea, considering the first time around with the Lord of the Rings movies, they left out so many details that
Yeah,
were
because they were
just
taking 3 books and broke it down into 3 movies.
exactly,
So you had to smash it all in there, and while those were good movies, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them. It was crazy that so much got left out because of the fact that they had to condense a huge book into, a one movie.
exactly, exactly. And if they had done the original Lord of the Rings in 2 movies a piece per book, that would have encompassed enough of the details to really satisfy the real thirst that the Lord of the Rings nerds have. Like me personally, I am such a Lord of the Rings nerd that in college I took a class on Tolkien, straight
Mm-hmm.
up Tolkien. That was it. We went over The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. That was it, and the Silmarillion too. But nobody's ever really gotten through that book. It's so dry. But um, I wanted to make sure that I touched base that this one book is being turned into 3 films, and to my knowledge, that hasn't happened yet. Most of the books that you see that are getting turned into multiple films, like let's see, Mockingjay is being turned into 2 films. Harry Potter Book 7 was turned into 2 films. This one book is being turned into 3 films, and I think that's going to do it a lot more justice than anything
Mm-hmm.
else.
Yeah, it seems like they're touching base on all the main, even the minor details in the book, in the movies. So, but that's going to be the movie of the week. We're going to move on to video game releases. This week we're doing something a little different. We're going to give this segment to Angelus every week. He'll also be adding a new feature to this segment. We're really excited to have him do this, mainly because he is a way bigger video game nerd than we are, and he does a lot more research because he's doing it daily. He's checking on the games daily. So we're going to give it to Angelus and take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Wade and Mousepad. This is Angelus with the new segment that we're starting where I'll be doing the weekly game releases and the featured game of the week. My co-host today is our dog Bandit. Alright, so it's a pretty busy week. This week we have Lego The Hobbit, which will be releasing digital and on hard copy. It'll be releasing for Vita, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One and 3DS. The Wii U version will not release until the 22nd. For PS3, we also have Persona 4, which is going to be released on the PSN as a PS2 Classic download. And for PS4, we have Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut, which is going to be a digital-only download game. For 360, the only release we have aside from The Hobbit is Titanfall and the Titanfall Collector's Edition. And then for the Xbox One, we have Kinect Sports Rivals. So that's it for the new releases. As far as the featured game of the week, what I'm going to be doing is just every week picking either a game that coincides with certain games that are coming out or a game that I feel that people need to check out, feature it on that week. This week I'm going to do Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. And the reason I'm doing this is with Persona 4 for the PS2 releasing as a digital download on the PS3, I felt it was a perfect time to talk about all the additions that Golden did on the Vita. It added a new character, longer story, new events, more battle segments, a new dungeon rescue system where you can connect online, bail people out in battles, heal them, you can request for people to heal you, send items, and it's actually a very popular community. So when I play it online or when I'm playing through the dungeon, I get a lot of help. So it's a really beneficial add-on. But there was a lot of other minor things that they did. Those were the major things that made the game a lot longer. So if you enjoy the PS2 version or if you're getting the download and you find yourself liking it and you own a Vita, I definitely recommend picking up Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. But that's it. That's all we have for this week. So I'll go ahead and send it back to Wade and Mousepad.
All right, thank you, Angelus and Bandit. That was really cool.
I'm Bandit. I love Bandit, man.
Bandit's a good dog. That was really cool to see, so thank you, bud. We're going to move on to discuss this. This week we're going to talk about Is money a superpower? And we're going to take different sides on this, mainly because
we honestly have differing views on this one.
Yeah.
We honestly do.
I'm going to let you do yours first, bud.
I say money is definitely a superpower. And the reason I say that is because if you don't have money, I mean, just take Batman, Iron Man, and Green Arrow. All three of these major superheroes, major players, have money. And without that money, they would not be able to do what they do on a daily basis. You know, Batman would never be able to have the kryptonite to battle Superman. If he wouldn't have the contingency plan if Superman decides, oh yeah, you know what? By the way, I'm just going to go ahead and take over the world now. Yeah, because I can. Yeah, but without that kryptonite as a contingency plan, Batman would be pretty much powerless against him. So I say money, yes, definitely superpower.
I say money is not a superpower, and the reason for that is because it's not just money. If you talk about the Green Arrow, you talk about Batman, talk about Iron Man, yeah, money's a major role, but how is that a superpower? It's all about what you do with it. They have different, things in their head, morals, that tell them, okay, I've got this money. Now what am I going to do with it? Because if you look at Lex Luthor in different, villains that have money, Doctor Doom and things like that, they chose to do evil with that money because they have it in their head that this is what they're going to do. They're going to take over the world.
Yes, but are they not super?
Did I interrupt you? No. Now, you talk about Batman, you talk about Green Arrow, and you talk about these people that don't have superpowers, but guess what? Batman, martial arts expert, extremely intelligent. That's what makes him super. Green Arrow, excellent marksman. That's what makes him super. Iron Man, extreme assholism. That's what makes him super. Okay? That's the difference.
The doucheism, huh?
The doucheism. So that's why money is not a superpower alone. It's what you do with it. It's you deciding you're going to make the city better by taking that money and enhancing the skills that you already have.
We're never going to agree on this. Ever.
Because I'm Iron Man.
Iron Man versus Silver Surfer. No, that's never going to happen. They would just end up being alloys. Get it? Alloy.
Anyway. So I think that's going to do it for this week. What's the quest that we're going to give them?
Well, this week we are going to give you the quest because we need fan art. We really need fan art. So please send us something that we can use.
If you have any talent whatsoever, you draw, you sculpt, you paint, whatever, send it to us. Let us look at it and let us feature it on here. We'll get you out there.
Absolutely. I don't really care if you even send me a stick figure of Iron Man, because that would be kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Stick Iron Man.
Yeah, send us some fan art. I think that's going to do it.
That is going to do it for Questline Episode 4. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next week.
He's Mousepad, and I'm Wade Wilson.
I'm not Mousetrap.
Right.